following is a presentation of Anime Championship Wrestling, a standard of CAW. From the Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, welcome to Impulse number 116. Oh boy, do we have a lot to get to tonight here on Impulse 116. It feels great, it feels good to be back on this chair. I'm Hawking Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always, and tonight we have a full card lineup for you here on Impulse 116. As in our main event, Goten will take on the Cruiserweight champion, Soma Yukihira, in non-title action. Plus, on our card here tonight, it will be... Whoa, wait a minute. Naruto Uzumaki interrupting the match card rundown here. And I'm sure for him it's been a very traumatic couple of episodes here on Impulse, with a lot of the proceedings going on between him and a couple of people who have made their presence known as of late. Yeah, let's take you back to Impulse 114, 2 episodes ago, where Katsuki Bakugo tried to attack Sasuke, and Sasuke this time fought back against Bakugo in comparison to Victory, but then Ijiro Kirishima, Bakugo's running buddy, would attack Sasuke from behind, and then the onslaught would begin. Two men with a focused agenda, going after Sasuke, beating him down, with no way for Sasuke to defend himself, as Deku Izuku Midori was watching on stage. Naruto would run out to make the save for Sasuke Uchiha. Just exactly what is going on between Izuku and those two? You know what? That's a fair request from Naruto. If I have no idea what's going on, I would like an explanation as well. Here comes Izuku Midoriya. Deku coming down to the ring to meet Naruto and hopefully give an explanation as to what exactly is going on between Izuku and Bakugo, and now Kirishima being involved in this situation. You would hope that Izuku would have an answer here for Naruto. Well, that's not nice. That can only be one voice. And it is the rogue loner Soma Yukihira, who I'm sure is looking for answers just as much as Naruto and the rest of us. Just like that, it seems that we are further away from getting the answers that we are looking for throughout this whole ordeal. Now you have to understand, who can you trust? Who can you believe? Whose words do hold the whole ordeal of what's going on? And for Naruto to play peacemaker in the middle, it's got to be a hard position for him to maneuver. Zuko walks away, we will have to understand that things are far from over. But folks, I do want to switch to a more serious matter that took place at the end of Impulse 115. A very ugly and disgusting situation happened between Gaara and Kankuro, as Kankuro and Gaara brawled on top of our production truck here. But then Kankuro would set ablaze a garbage can, a garbage container, and then would do the most unthinkable thing you can do to a brother, tossing Gaara on top of that burning furnace. It's one of the most horrific things I've ever seen since I've been doing ACW all these years. Can only hope and pray that if Rock Lee gets his wish, he will put Kankuro in his place once and for all. Well, let's do this card rundown once again. Goten will take on Soma Yukihira in non-title action in our main event tonight on Impulse 116. Also tonight, it will be the return of the legendary fighter Ryu, as he will make his return after coming back last episode on Impulse 115 to confront Ken and Gary O. Also, more action to take place here tonight, as it will be Samurai Champloo, the Impulse Tag Team Champions, taking on Ikki and Seiya, the Knights of the Zodiac, also in non-title action. That's not all. We also have coming up next, to open up Impulse 116, King JJ taking on Aaron Yeager. That's right, folks, strap in. We are back, right on schedule, for ACW action. Oh, man. You know, we take a little bit of a break. We think things are calmed down in ACW, but then you realize that, oh yeah, it's ACW. You never calm down. You just have to witness and chronicle the chaos all around you. I think I would know better after 15 years. Be that as that may, you see the man coming out to your screen right now, Aaron Yeager, a man who started this season as not only an Intercontinental Champion, but a Cruiserweight Champion, holding both belts at the same time. Unfortunately, things have not gone the way he's expected throughout this entire season, as Aaron Yeager would lose the Cruiserweight title to Soma Yukihira at ACW Victory, and then 2 episodes ago on Impulse, he would lose the Intercontinental title to Ken Masters. So now Aaron Yeager, who started this season with 2 titles, is walking here with none whatsoever. And that's got to be very excruciating for someone like Aaron Yeager. But now is his chance to try to get some momentum back and climb the ranks to be in contention for any title he desires. But he'll have to go through one of the more eccentric characters in ACW to do it. Oh, quiet. I've missed the song. No lie. Himself to gain momentum back, and is looking to contend for other titles as well. Because this whole thing between JJ and Aaron even started because it was JJ that antagonized Aaron backstage, to where Aaron challenged JJ to this matchup tonight. Now, was that wise of Aaron to do, or was King JJ baiting him this whole time? Whoa! King JJ, he's gonna take whatever spotlight he can get. Oh my God! See what I mean? Just wasting our pyrotechnician's budget. What's wrong with this man? Well, a few things, but be that as that may. Get into opening action here on Impulse 116. Aaron Yeager, King JJ, as the bell rings. And here we go. As we get settled here, it's oh, Aaron, you ruined it. Nonetheless, Aaron with the cover here. 1, 2, and And a kick out by JJ. Aaron not wasting any time. He's going after King JJ with a nice elbow across the face. As he gets settled in with this match here, I do want to address what Rock Lee said a couple of moments ago. He wants Kankuro up. Here's covered by Aaron. 1, 2, and another 2 count for Aaron. Rock Lee made it very clear he wants Kankuro one-on-one in a last man standing match at Apocalypse coming up, our Impulse Mega event in just a matter of episodes. He wants to be the one to put the final nail in Kankuro's coffin, figuratively and probably literally as well, as Aaron sends JJ off the apron and crashing down to the floor here. Aaron Yeager planning something here. Yes, he is. Aaron's looking to go fly, and he does! With an overhead crossbody over the top rope here. And Aaron Yeager is very laser focused on JJ as we look here. Aaron Yeager using the ropes and is able to clear the top rope with a crossbody. As I was saying, if Rock Lee does get his wish from the Luch to approve that match, then it will be Rock Lee and Kankuro in a last man standing match at Apocalypse, as Aaron goes for a 3 count and only is able to get a 2 once again. Now Aaron Yeager controlling the pace here, trapping JJ into the corner, sends him up top to the top rope. And Aaron climbing up top here with JJ. Oh, this is gonna be, oh, wait, JJ punching his way through out of there. Drops Aaron from the top turnbuckle. Face first, and now JJ's up top here. Looking to take advantage of a nice spinning wheel kick. Sends down Aaron. JJ taking his time here. Irish whipping Aaron and a nice drop kick right across the face. And just smashes Aaron's face onto the mat here, shoots the half, here's the cover, there's 2, and Aaron kicks out. This will be an interesting match between 2 men looking to get back upward trajectory into the title ranks here on Impulse. As JJ feels that Aaron is slipping as of late, and I have to be honest with you, Aaron, a very impressive athlete, a very impressive talent, but it has looked like Aaron in a couple of his latest matches looks a bit fatigued. It looks a little bit conflicted with a lot of things that he tries to do in the ring. That might be just my insight into things. Maybe other people will disagree or agree with me, but Aaron seems to get a bit distracted with a couple of his matches of late, and King JJ clearly sees that as he goes for a nice crucifix pin here. There's 2, and a kick out. As King JJ is looking to take advantage of Aaron's latest weaknesses. And look at this. JJ, pelvic thrust. Follows it up with a nice snap neck breaker. And King JJ completely in control of this match here. He's just playing with Aaron at this point as we look at this instant replay of the spinning wheel kick from the top by JJ. Following it up with the snap net breaker. I don't know why we need to replay that pelvic thrust, but be that as that may, JJ is waiting for Aaron to get back to the, oh no! Went for a knee strike, but got the clothesline after missing the first attempt. And Aaron's gonna have to figure out something here. Able to swipe away the dropkick attempt by JJ. Aaron now going for a power bomb. Yes, he does! Oh, and crosses over with that bridge. There's 2. And a kick out by JJ. So far, so good from Aaron. I mean, JJ has been able to get some moments against him, but Aaron has been able to keep up. But JJ, just like that, pushing Aaron back to the ropes. Irish whip. Bumps towards each other there. Clothesline miss, and there's a Pele from Aaron. Nice precision on the target of JJ's head there. Oh, and JJ kicked right across the face. Something as simple as that. And now JJ is waiting for Aaron here. And look at this. Airplane head scissors. Takes down Aaron. Very impressive agility from the pride of Toronto. And now JJ awaits once again. Triple axel hit elbow did not connect there. Aaron able to capitalize on JJ's mistake. Can he hobble over? Yes, he does. Walls of Maria. And now JJ is in deep trouble. What will JJ do? Can he power out of it? Can he crawl to the nearest ropes? Or will he suffice to the walls of Maria? And he does power out of it. That's the benefit of being a former figure skater, using your legs to power out of any situation. That's JJ going for a vertical suplex. Aaron able to reverse and counters it with a very strong snapback suplex. And now Aaron going up top. He might be looking for a Titan Topper here as the referee checking on JJ. Will Aaron be able to connect and complete the Titan Toppler? Is Aaron okay? Wait, JJ! Kick to the face. And pushes Aaron off the top to the outside. Aaron's back hitting the apron, sending him crashing down. It looked like Aaron was about to complete this match with the Titan Toppler and then just uncharacteristically hesitated as if something was truly bothering him. And oh, no, JJ. Perfect score by King JJ. Shoots to half. Aaron Yeager down and out. The referee, 1, 2. And JJ gets the win. Wow. King JJ defeats Aaron Yeager. One mistake out of hesitation from Aaron was all JJ needed to hit the perfect score and get the eventual win over Aaron Yeager. A big win for JJ as he now gains momentum into title retention. And another loss for Aaron Yeager, and that is only going to create more frustration and anger for the Attack Titans. Wait a minute! Zuko is back! Zuko just came out of nowhere! Oh no. Dancing Dragon onto JJ. And Zuko, who we have not seen in a while, is back. He just took out JJ, and it doesn't look like Aaron's gonna be any luckier. Oh yeah. He's gonna deliver a Dancing Dragon onto Aaron Yeager. And Zuko making it clear that the reports of his demise have been easily over-exaggerated. He is marking his territory as he always does. Zuko making it very clear that the title rankings here in Impulse are not going to change without him being involved. Welcome back to Impulse 116, and we want to look back at the last episode of Impulse 115, which was all about the Element Gauntlet and who won that gauntlet for a grand opportunity. As you'll see here, the first round, Mikasa Ackerman taking on Emile de Rochefort, taking her out in the first set of things, and then Samus, after nefarious tactics, would take out Mikasa with 2 Chozo kicks. It would advance to the final round of the Element Gauntlet, eliminating Mikasa. And then it would end up being her against Motoko Kusanagi. But as you'll see here, Motoko's head hitting that exposed turnbuckle, allowing Samus to take advantage with the Morph Ball. And just like that, Samus was able to defeat Motoko and win the first ever Element Gauntlet, as Yoko would confront Samus for nefarious tactics throughout the gauntlet. And it is now official, at ACW Apocalypse, it will be for the Element Championship, as Yoko Linder will defend the title against Samus. Samus has been looking for singles gold in her ACW career. Will she find it at the expense of Yoko Linder? The official theme song for Apocalypse is Monsters in My Head by Crooked Eye featuring Slaughterhouse, available on most digital stores and platforms. Let's take it to Owen Steve. Look at that, a rematch from ACW Victory this season, Ryoko versus Ryoko 2, and we'll see if Ryoko is able to contend for Element title gold. But still coming up tonight in our main event, Cruiserweight champion Soma Yukihira will take on Goten in non-title action, as Goten is looking to make momentum his for some ACW Impulse World title gold. Also tonight, Ryu will return to ACW Impulse in direct attention to what happened with him and Ken at ACW Fusion a couple of months ago. Coming up next is tag team action as Samurai Champloo, Jin and Mugen against Knights of Zodiac's Seiya and Ikki in non-title action here on Impulse 116. Seems like a lot of things are being implemented heading into ACW Apocalypse. Rock Lee wants Kankuro in a last man standing match, and as Ryoko focuses on Samus for the Element Championship, Ryoko wants to be able to prove that she is still the better of the two. We'll find out next episode if Ryoko can beat Yoko to prove that theory. As Seiya and Ikki come out to the crowd here in Evansville, Indiana, as they are set for tag team action against the Impulse Tag Team Champions. Familiar sounds of Nujabes as the Japanese rattlesnake, Mugen and his partner Jin of Samurai Champloo walk down to the ring as the Impulse Tag Team Champions, who were able to retain those titles at ACW Victory against Gar and Kankuro, who are no longer a team, and in one person's case is no longer around after what happened last episode on Impulse. But for Samurai Champloo, it was just another day at the office. So we'll see what Mugen and Jin are able to come up with here in non-title action. For Seiya and Ikki, this would be very important for them. If they were able to get a non-title win over Samurai Champloo, you would have to think they would be automatic contenders for those titles. And here we go, Seiya and Jin will start out for their respective teams here. Jin taking down Seiya. Seiya able to get back up here. Nice headlock to the side. Jin using the ropes to push away Seiya. Ducks under. Ducks over. Belly, no. Seiya with the big headbutt there. Jin going for a power bomb. And Seiya counters it with a Frankensteiner. Cover, shoulders are down. There's one. And only gets a 1 count for the counter. Seiya and Ikki are going to use their agility and speed to outpace Samurai Champloo in their methodical offense. Seiya and Ikki, they have been around ACW for a long time and have still not been able to experience tag team gold anywhere. There's a cover, there's a 2, and a kick out once again by Jin. So to come our main event, Goten will take on Soma Yukihira, the Cruiserweight champion, in non-title action. Goten, last episode of Impulse, wanted Luffy for the Impulse World Championship after taking him out 2 episodes ago on Impulse 114. And we still have not heard an answer from Luffy as a response to that request. But if he does get an answer, then Luffy and Goten will fight for the Impulse World title at Apocalypse, as now Jin kicks Ikki to the stomach here and throws him down with a power bomb. There's a cover. There's 2. And Ikki kicks out. As Apocalypse is shaping up to be a very strong mega event, which will take place at the Breslin Center in East Lansing, Michigan. That'll be Impulse's second mega event of the season, so make sure you do not miss it. As Mugen's now tagged in with that atomic drop big boot combination. As we'll take a look at a replay of this again. Look at this. Mugen able to set up Jin here. Atomic drop. Ikki nowhere to go, not able to protect himself. Takes a big boot from Jin. As we're back live here, and Mugen just straight to the point with a knee strike right across the face. Cover. There's 2. Ikki able to kick out. Oh. There you go. Okay. Well, our ACW producer Jeff has informed me through our sources, I guess you want to say, that Ryu is in the building and he will speak immediately following this match between Samurai Champloo and Knights of the Zodiac. So Ryu is in the building as we wait for what he has to say after making his return on Impulse 115. As Seiya is begging for a tag here, he sees that Ikki is in dire straits here, but Samurai Champloo being smart because they are the champions, cutting the ring in half and trapping Ikki near their corner. See, look at that, R-Trip near their corner, and Ikki able to counter with a club to the back. Kick, nope, Jin able to block it. Spins Ikki around. Crossbody onto Ikki, covered by Jin. 1. And Seiya able to break it up at 1. Mugen is right there against Seiya. Drops him with an inverted DDT. The Samurai Champloo are in full control of this match so far. Big suplex there by Jin. Tags in Mugen once again. And see, that's the thing with Samurai Champloo. If you let them continue their structure and how they like to implement their offense, they're going to keep beating you down with it until you eventually succumb to their efforts. That's what they do. As Ikki, oh, a super kick! Right off that schoolboy attempt, and now Seiya has been officially tagged in. We'll see what he's able to do here now. Moving up to his feet here. Schoolboy, this time an enziguri. And Seiya now is using his quick offense to keep Mugen guessing. And now Seiya from the ropes. Oh my goodness, a Hurricanrana driver. And Mugen, his head bouncing off the mat. And Seiya has completely turned things around for the Knights of the Zodiac. And now Ikki tagged back into the ring. I don't know if that was wise, as Seiya looked to have momentum without any trouble, but be that as that may, Ikki is up top. And it's going to be a Phoenix Splash onto Mugen. The cover, 1. And Jin able to break it up there. Seiya now in the ring, going after Jin, and whips Jin over the top rope. And now Ikki up top here. Is he going to go for it again? Yes, he is. Phoenix Splash for this time. Mugen was able to counter it with his knees. One to the well, one to the main. Townsend is a kendo! Simple and effective. Ikki did not see it coming, and now Jin is going to be tagged back in. And he might be going for his own finisher here. That's exactly what he's about to do here. Oh! Mujushu! Right onto Ikki! Seiya knocked off the apron. The cover by Jin. Onto Ikki. There's 2. And Samurai Champloo put this away. Great effort there by the Knights of the Zodiac with Seiya and Ikki using their quick offense to keep Mugen and Jin guessing. But Mugen hitting that kendo would only lead to Jin hitting the Mujushu. And that was all they wrote. As Jin and his Mujushu take out Ikki, Samurai Champloo walk out with the W here on Impulse 116. As Mugen and Jin continue to prove they are the premier tag team of this Impulse tag team division. You gotta wonder what team is gonna be able to end this reign between Mugen and Jin. It might be a while. Well, wait a minute. There might be one team that has an answer. It's D2. There you have it. Impulse 118 in 2 episodes. Samurai Champloo will have to defend the titles against a determined and Focus D2. That should be a hell of a title match coming up in 2 episodes. But we want to take you back to the Impulse Element Gauntlet from the last episode of Impulse 115. Once again, we did mention Mikasa took out a meal, but before that, a returning Asuka Kazama took out Alexis Rhodes and Elizabeth Ronson of the Privileged Society after they looked like they were going to help Emil advance to the second round of that gauntlet as Asuka renews her rivalry with Lily. That is all Asuka's thinking about, and that is revenge against Lily, her longtime rival in the Privileged Society. Those are some very scathing words from Asuka Kazama. Speaking of revenge, the legendary fighter Ryu, who made his return to ACW Impulse last episode when he shocked the entire world and went after the man that betrayed him, Ken Masters, the new Intercontinental Champion, alongside his new agent, Gary Oak. As Ken tried to K-double Ryu once again, Ryu felt all 3 of those K-doubles at Fusion and went after Ken with a vengeance. But he wasn't the only person that would feel this wrap, as Gary Oak tried to sneak in a chair shot towards Ryu, and Ryu took out Gary as well. And good for him, because he's a scumbag. As Ken holds that Intercontinental title tight around his hands, Ryu making it very clear that he is back to get some revenge on the man that betrayed him, a former friend of so many years. Oh yeah, that's what this show needed, huh? Yeah, we needed this slime ball to rear his ugly head here. And Ryu's none too pleased, the crowd isn't pleased, I sure as hell am not pleased. And look at that, just disgusting smile from the man that orchestrated, likely, all of this to happen between Ryu and Ken. So long that Ryu can protect Ken from the wrath that Ryu is looking to unleash towards him and Gary himself. And I will be there for it. Well, it's good to see Ryu here tonight on Impulse 116, but looking forward to next episode, Impulse 117 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Gang Orca, the undefeated Gang Orca, will take on Rock Lee, a man looking for revenge for himself against Kankura. We'll see how that transpires against Gang Orca. Also, Glamour X Action, Emile de Rochefort of the Privileged Society will take on Lena Inverse, as it'll be a rematch from Impulse 114, an Element Gauntlet qualifier match. Also, on episode 117, Yoko Liger will take on Ryoko. Ryoko earlier tonight stated that Yoko beating her at Victory was a fluke, but Yoko's offering her a chance to beat her next episode, and if he does, Ryoko will get an Impulse Element title shot. Coming up next, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Goten versus Cruiserweight Champion Soma Yukihira in non-title action here on Impulse 116. Looks like a superstar. He has the confidence of a rock star. He has the energy of a movie star. And Goten is making it very clear this season he wants to be able to challenge himself and go for the biggest prize here on Impulse. That is the Impulse World Championship. 2 episodes ago at Impulse 114, Goten, under the behest of Broly as well, took out the Impulse World Champion, Monkey D. Luffy, making his intentions clear that he wants to be Impulse World Champion. But for Goten, take on the top cruiserweight here in ACW, and quite frankly, one of the best cruiserweights in CAW, period. The young chef, the current cruiserweight champion, the master of the defeat, Soma Yukihira. favorite here with the ACW fandom, as he won that Cruiserweight title from Aaron Yeager at ACW Victory earlier in the season. And that puts Soma on top of the Cruiserweight division. But tonight he will have his biggest challenge to date, taking on a former Cruiserweight champion in Goten. Here we go. The bell rings and it's time for our main event tonight on Impulse 116. Goten versus Soma Yukihira. And Soma Yukihira not willing to listen to Goten berate him. Nice drop kick right across the face to start things off. Another drop kick sends Goten down. And Soma not letting Goten recover quickly here. Very sound strategy from the Cruiserweight champion, as he drops a nice forearm right across Goten's face. Soma Yukihira Irish whip, ducks under. Goten comes back here, ducks over by Soma. And Soma with a nice judo hip toss sends down Goten. Quick cover attempt. There's one. And a kick out at one by Goten. Oh, look at that, a floating neckbreaker by Soma, and Soma so far in the driver's seat of this match. Let's take a look at Soma's offense. A spring dropkick right across the face of Goten. And then he would do it once again just to make sure Goten got the message. And then as you'll see here, a floating neckbreaker. Both men almost suspended on air there as we go back live here. Soma with some knife edge chops, sending Goten back. Goten is struggling here to make some form of offense here. Goten counter with the Irish whip. Soma flips over. Spinning wheel kick sends down the Prodigy. Another quick pin attempt by Soma. There's one. He's got two this time and only gets to two. But it is showing that Soma's offense is working. I don't even think Goten has gotten an offensive maneuver here so far. As you take a look at the Joker, Akira Kurusu watching across from the crowd here, which he has been doing for a lot of Impulse episodes, as Goten now able to make his first offensive strike with that elbow drop. Akira Kurusu watching Soma Yukihira, as Akira, oh look at this, inverted scoop slam there, or power slam if you will, the cover. And Soma barely getting his shoulder up before three. As I said, Akira, who won the Cruiserweight Clash of the Elite Tournament earlier this season, before the season even started. So he has that guaranteed title shot for the Cruiserweight Championship. He has still not been able to trade that opportunity in so far, but he has until the end of the season to do so. Back to the ring here. Goten has clearly taken advantage of Soma here with these quick offensive maneuvers, covered by Goten. He's got two and only gets two counts. Soma once again slow to get his shoulder up before three. And Goten now drops Soma there with a neck breaker. And Goten deliberately slowing down this match, working to his favor. As Soma now is going to have to look for a way to either pick up the pace or counter some of these strikes and maneuvers from Goten. Look at that, Goten yelling at Soma. It's almost like he sees Luffy in Soma, as if Soma is target practice for him. But be that as that may, it would be wise for Goten not to take Soma lightly. He is the Cruiserweight champion for a reason. But Goten, he's too arrogant. He doesn't care about all that. He just knows that he's better than the rest of the roster. That's what he thinks. That's what he feels. And who knows if that is the right decision for him to make. But Soma now is in a binder with his half-leg crab. Soma trying to find a way to escape here. And is trying to crawl to the nearest ropes. And does so with a rope break. Goten letting go of the hold. Soma springs back up into an enziguri. Quick and decisive. Soma slow to his, Goten slow to his feet as Soma hits a Musano. Oh, what a tornado DDT from the young chef. As Akira looks on, watching this Cruiserweight action main event, Impulse 116. Looking to see how he can be at the top of the Cruiserweight mountain here. As Soma, from the apron, from the outside, springboard, Hurricanrana sends the former Cruiserweight champion out of the ring. And Soma's not done! Hurricanrana to the outside. And this crowd in Evansville, Indiana, on their feet as we take a look at the offense here from Soma. Look at this, tornado DDT off the middle corner. And then Soma would hit a springboard Hurricanrana, sending Goten to the outside, but he was not done there. He would hit it once again to the outside from the top rope. As we are back live, and Soma has completely taken advantage once again of this match. And that is Goten's fault. Goten underestimated Soma to get him to this point. And now Soma is off the corner here waiting for Goten. Oh wait, is he gonna go for it here? And he's got it, yes he does it! There it is, the chef's kiss! And Goten is out. And Soma might be seconds away from victory here, pinning a former Cruiserweight champion. Goten, oh, kicks to the back of the leg, trying to slow down Soma here. And Goten, overhead neck breaker, and it works for Goten for now. Look at this rolling thunder by Goten. He's gonna go up top here, as the rolling thunder usually is the prelude to the prodigy press. Yes it is, here we go, and he got it! Cover, one, there's two, there's three, no! Soma with the shoulder up before three. It's been a good back and forth pace between Soma and Goten in this main event. As Goten is exhausted, he will not admit it publicly, but he knows that Soma is taking it to the limit against him. Oh, here we go, Omega, Omega! But Soma's fighting out of it with the elbows. And now Soma, oh my goodness, drops Goten onto the top rope and hits the Boston Crab. Or Evansville Crab, whichever one you prefer. Regardless, it's effective here. And Goten able to turn around here using his foot to push back onto Soma. As it is now anyone's game. Soma kicks Goten into a seated position on the top turnbuckle. What is Soma gonna go for here? Frankensteiner off the top rope. Whew. And Ikira, wait a minute! Kazuki! Kazuki ambushing Ikira here in the crowd. Kazuki has been showing a lot of jealousy towards Ikira and him just lurking in the crowd, and Soma now is watching Kazuki trying to enter the ring, and what the hell is he trying to do here? It's Kazuki here on the apron, and oh my goodness, and now Ikira back to his feet, gonna go after Kazuki Muto. I think Kazuki made a very big mistake here going after the Joker, as now Kazuki sent to the crowd, Ikira following behind, and now both men brawling in the crowd here, as the hierarchy of the Cruiserweight division continues to be debated. And Goten, oh my goodness, just took out Soma with the Cruiserweight title as the referee was distracted by Ikira and Kazuki brawling on the crowd here. Did not see Goten take the cheap shot with the Cruiserweight title, and now Kazuki's running from Ikira. And Ikira now following pursuit of Kazuki. Soma crawling to the ropes here to get himself up, but the damage may have been done here. Goten has Soma up here. Shades of Luffy, 2 episodes ago. The Omega onto the champion. That's 1, that's 2, and that is 3. And Goten, by the skin of his teeth, defeats Soma. You see here Kazuki attacks Ikira, distracting Soma in the ring, and Goten using the opportunity to use the Cruiserweight title to take out Soma, and then hit the Omega to garner this very dirty win. But But make no mistake about it, it was a message being sent clear to Monkey D. Luffy that he may have his number. And Goten picks up a win here on Impulse 116, despite Soma's efforts to win this match. And now Goten sees a very vulnerable Cruiserweight champion here. What the hell is this now? Oh no. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. Goten is calling out for reinforcement, and he's gonna get it in the form of the legendary Saiyan, Broly. Oh man, Soma does not deserve this. This is just Goten asserting his power through Broly. Broly. Oh wait a minute! The Impulse World Champion Monkey D. Luffy taking out Broly with the chair. And again! You better wield that power, Luffy! Using that chair against the legendary Saiyan, striking him multiple times. And Broly has no answer for it! Luffy is seeking revenge for 2 episodes ago, and Goten cannot believe it! And now Luffy turning his attention to Goten running down to the ring! And Goten wants no part of the Impulse World Champion. That is for certain. Goten taking a powder as a very enraged Impulse World Champion, a very enraged Monkey D. Luffy. Makes it very clear you will have to do more than to take him out like that. If Goten wants to be the Impulse World Champion, he's gonna have to dig deep into his soul to fight a man that had to risk his blood, sweat, and tears to win that title. Will Luffy eventually accept Goten's challenge and Apocalypse for the Impulse World Championship? Until then, we'll see you next